Hi everybody, in today's video we're going to explore a limiting belief that prevents us from taking control of our financial independence. And that's the concept that a family member, usually a partner, already manages the finances in our home, so I don't have to worry about it. And along the same lines, I'm just so bad with money, so I just let my partner handle all the finances in our family. Hey everyone, I'm Star Tower, your financial fitness coach, here to empower you to become financially healthy and to live a life and retirement that you and your family deserve. Welcome to Mindset Monday, where I give you tips, affirmations, and even exercises to help you develop an abundance mindset towards wealth and money. So today we're going to deep dive into a limiting belief that many people hold, that a family member, usually my partner, already manages my finances, so I don't need to worry about that. If you've ever felt like you're incapable of handling your own finances, then this video is for you. So without further ado, let's deep dive into this. This belief can be rooted in various reasons, some practical, some emotional. So it's important that we understand it fully and so that we can understand the impact it has on our financial health. So let's start by exploring this belief and try to understand where this belief might have come from. So first off, there's cultural norms, right? So traditionally in most societies, money management has been seen as the responsibility for only one of the partners, usually the one that's perceived as more financially savvy or the breadwinner. This expectation can make the other partner feel like they're not equipped to deal with the financial matters in the relationship, so they usually don't take it on. Next, we have personal insecurities. Now, if you've ever been intimidated by numbers or overwhelmed by financial jargon or afraid that you would make a mistake, it's natural to delegate the financial management to someone that you trust, like your partner. Past experiences can also play a big role, right? So if you've ever had a negative experience with money, like making poor financial decisions or getting into debt, or even being discouraged about learning about finances, this can reinforce the belief that money management is just not for you. So next, let's challenge these beliefs one by one. So in terms of cultural norms, how often have we seen cultural norms not translate to present day? Like how often have we seen it not be applicable in today's world, right? So maybe it was a different time back then, maybe it was just a different situation. For example, my grandma lived in a tiny village, she had 11 kids, and she didn't believe that women should be educated. So she discouraged her daughters, including my mom, from attending school or staying in school, and she encouraged them to get out of school as quick as possible and to get out into the working world. And I'm so glad that my mom didn't take that belief into our family. Like, she made sure my sister and I got educated, and she made so many sacrifices to make sure that we were able to get a university education. And she didn't encourage us to just get married and be reliant on our husbands for financial matters. She actually encouraged me and my sister to start saving at an early age so that we would be financially stable and taken care of no matter what. And I'm so glad she did that. I think she was just kind of seeing how all her friends' marriages were falling apart, including those of her siblings, and she didn't want that to happen to us. So she knew how tenuous sometimes marriage can be, and she wanted to make sure that we were taken care of. So what's the impact of delegating our financial management to our partner because of our personal insecurities? While this might seem harmless and even beneficial in the short term, this can lead to many negative consequences. For example, it can lead to disempowerment. When you believe that you're not capable of managing your finances, you're basically giving up control of your financial future. And this can make you feel less confident about your ability to handle other life decisions, which in turn causes you to become more personally insecure. It also creates this unhealthy dependency. Let's say something were to happen, God forbid, like the separation or even death of your partner. You might find yourself totally unprepared to deal with the financial matters for your family. Which these life-changing events can be stressful and overwhelming. Can you imagine trying to figure out the finances and learning it while you're trying to deal with the logistics and emotional trauma from these life-changing events? And what happens if your partner makes a mistake and things don't go well with the finances? And don't tell me your partner's perfect and they can't make a mistake, because I know that's a lie. What are you going to do then? Are you just going to blame and criticize them instead of taking ownership of the part that you should have played? And in terms of negative past experiences that make you think that money management is just not your strength, well, we have to recognize that money management is a skill. It's not something that we're born with. It's not a talent that we're born with. It's a skill that we can develop. It's a skill that we can educate ourselves on and build on those foundations, and then eventually get better. So now that we talked about challenging these beliefs, let's talk about some of the action steps that we can take. So make sure you're educating yourself on financial literacy to start with. There are so many resources out there, from books that you can borrow from the library on financial literacy, podcasts, even YouTube channels like the one you're watching right now. So the fact that you're watching this right now, give yourself a pat on the back, because you actually want to do something about your financial fitness. It's okay to start small, make mistakes, and learn as you go. The important thing is that you start. So educate yourself today. And if you look at your partner, how how do you think they figure out all these financial solutions, how to manage money? It's because they educate themselves on it as well. They also start small, made mistakes, and learn from those mistakes, and that's how they got better. They can do it, you can do it too. If you're in a relationship, I'm a big advocate of the fact that you should be an active participant in the financial decisions that affect both of you. I mean, you share a household and a life. So it's important that each of you are aware and engaged in the decision-making process that impacts that life now and in the future. You know, that way you're not just relying on your partner, but you're also working to create a stronger and more balanced relationship. Here are a few tips to get you started. Work together to create a plan that works for both of you. I would say schedule a regular meeting, similar to how you schedule a work meeting to discuss your finances. Delegate financial tasks to each person. So for example, you could manage the budget for that month, make sure you're on track, and your partner could make sure that your bills are getting paid on time. And then, you know, for the next month, I would encourage switching that so that each of you have experience managing the financial tasks that your partner was managing. And then I would say also come together to give each other updates, right? So you don't want to do this in isolation. You want to come together and provide updates on how you're doing those tasks, whether you need help, give any feedback, and see if there's anything you need to adjust in handling those financial tasks. And I know this is a controversial area for many people, but I'm a big advocate of having a separate account in addition to joint accounts. So for the joint accounts, you want to contribute towards shared expenses, such as mortgage payments, kids' educations, car payments, maybe even retirement. But I think it's also important to maintain a separate account of your own so that you retain that financial independence and you can be engaged with your money. You can determine how you want to spend it or how you want to save it. And if anything happens to the partnership, you know, you're able to keep those assets separate as well. But what happens if your partner puts up a wall and doesn't think that you should play any role in the financial planning for the family? Well, oftentimes that can occur. The partner might think that you are trying to be controlling or that you're judging them, or maybe because of past experiences where you've made money mistakes. I think this is a really good case where you can bring in a moderator to offer a third-party perspective, like maybe a financial planner or a money therapist or even a friend who's really good with finances. They can act as an intermediary and basically understand the money story from both sides, what's keeping each of you from taking ownership of financial planning in the relationship. And they can also just lead the conversation in a pragmatic and judicious way that allows you to come to a resolution on making sure that both of you are involved in the financial decisions for your family. So I hope you realize how important it is that you are involved in the financial planning for your family and not just rely on your partner to make all the financial decisions, because this is your life as well. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for future content on financial fitness. If you feel inspired to take control of your financial fitness journey today, please comment the word ownership below. And if this resonates with you and you're looking for more coaching or mentorship on your financial fitness journey, please contact me below and we can set up a complimentary discovery call. Until then, thank you for being on this financial fitness journey with me, and I'll see you in my next video.